Hey, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the Solo token. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. If you haven't seen the previous update, make sure to check out the top right-hand corner of your video. There will be a link that will take you to the previous update. Watch that before watching this one so that you have more context. Now, jumping into the weekly chart, as we have established in the last video, a major resistance zone we have over here at $5.46 or 45 cents roughly, which is a resistance zone we couldn't close above 4 times on the weekly chart. So this will be a major resistance zone, and we're probably going to get rejected from there once we start making our way up there to those numbers. So that can potentially be a nice take profit zone for any of you speculators who want to simply have a trade and exit. That's a 1000% trade for you guys there, so not too bad in my opinion. Now, I did give you this buy zone multiple weeks ago, anywhere from $1 and 22 cents all the way to 32 cents over here. This was our nice buy zone, and we're still in this buy zone, and accumulating from here is very smart, because if you have been buying Sologenic above $3 and you're not buying it right now, well, then I think you're doing something wrong. I'm not a financial advisor, but if you've been buying this token at $4, you should be buying 5 times as much when it's below 50 cents. You know what I mean? So yeah, think about that. Now, jumping into the EMAs, we do have the 20 EMA and we do have the 55 EMA up on the charts. So as you can see, they're moving for a potential bearish crossover here. Obviously, Bitcoin has started recovering in the past couple of days, but some of the altcoins aren't following it yet. And Sologenic, as you can see, literally had no movements for the past couple of days. And the healthy thing would be to have a nice move to the upside, break above the 55 and consolidate in between the 20 and the 55 EMA, so that we don't get a bearish cross, right? And that would mean that we need to get above $1.30. I don't know if we can do that. And if we get this bearish cross, I would be expecting another leg down outside of this light blue buy zone that I just gave you. Now let's jump into the oscillator. So on the stochastic RSI, as you can see, we're approaching and entering the oversold zone over here below the index of 20. So this is a great indicator that tells us that we need to be dollar cost averaging at this point, because as you can see, the last time you were in this zone, you had a nice move to the upside. Before that, we were in this zone back in June, but we haven't had that overextension to the overbought. Then we have been here back in January to February of last year, and as you can see, the appreciation we had with that as well. So this is a great indicator to spot the potential bottom, or at least the local bottom for an asset. So make sure to have the stochastic RSI, the stock RSI, STOCH RSI on your charts. Now, jumping into the relative strength index, you can see that we're recovering, and right now sitting at neutral position here at the index of 43. And if we have another dump on Bitcoin and another move to the downside, actually, I am mentioning this a lot on the channel regarding the Chinese New Year, which was on February 1st. The last time we had a dump 7 days after the Chinese New Year. So I am expecting a dump this month as well, this year as well. So sometime February 8th to 9th, I am expecting a move to the downside. Hopefully it happens, right? I'm not saying I have a crystal ball, but that's something potentially I'm eyeballing and just letting you know so that you can be ready and set with your fiat and your buy orders, right? I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I'm saying that it's a possibility considering it happened in the past. So at that point, if we have another dump, you can potentially expect some of the projects to dump on the weekly and the daily charts below the index of 30 on the RSI. That would mean that they're oversold. And if you see your assets oversold on both the weekly stochastic and the weekly RSI, then that tells you that, hey, this is an amazing entry zone right now. So yeah, like I said, watch out for those oscillators. Now let's jump into the daily chart. Now jumping into the daily chart, as you can see, we have bearish crosses with the 20 and the 200 EMA and the 55 and the 200 EMA over here. So these are the signals that we're potentially going to be consolidating for a while below the EMAs, because right now this is a complete downtrend once you have the 20 below, the 55 in the middle, and the 200 above. Now, the bullish or the uptrend scenario is when the 20 is above the 55, which is above the 200 EMA. That's the uptrend over here, as you can see right now. This is over here. This is an uptrend. So this is a downtrend, obviously. And once you're in between the 20 and the 55 EMAs, you're consolidating. So as you can see, make sure to have the light blue buy zone marked out on your chart so that you can take a look at it at any time without having the need to jump into my video. Now, jumping into the into the stochastic RSI on the daily chart, you can see that we're approaching the overbought over here on the daily chart. So I would wait for the stochastic to come back below the index of 20 over here. Once you're oversold, that's when I'd start entering, because as you can see, you're approaching the overbought over here, and this means that you are going to be waiting for that oversold, right? Now, the RSI is showing us that right now it's good to enter, even though the stochastic is approaching the overbought. But as you can see on the price action, we don't have a potential trend reversal over here. All we have is a downtrend, because you're forming lower highs and lower lows, which is essentially a downtrend. Now, you would need to break this high in order to potentially start creating an uptrend, but that still hasn't happened yet. Now, jumping into the 4-hourly chart, this is where things are starting to look a bit bullish. I'm going to remove the buy zone for now because it's hard to see. You can see that we're above the 20 EMA on the 4-hourly chart, which is bullish, okay? And the price action candles, as you can see, are sort of weird over here. I don't know. This is Probit Global. Come on, guys, get your charts ready to be usable. I mean, what is this? Look at these candles. I mean, I don't know if that's the way it's supposed to be. I'm pretty sure it's not. So I don't know what's wrong with that. And I think the chart just glitched out on me. Yeah, terrible chart here, guys. But hopefully it gets listed on Binance very soon. Some people are actually asking about the Binance listing. Now, they did talk about that on their Twitter, and they did say that Binance will potentially be listing Sologenic in the next couple of months. That's why I keep talking about it in the videos and in the comment section. So obviously that's not 100% guaranteed, but a lot of the exchanges are starting to list Solo. So we do expect a Binance listing by the end of March. So like I said, we're getting above the 20 EMA over here, and we're potentially looking for that bullish cross on the 4-hourly chart. We need to get above the 55, and that will start the uptrend. And if we start breaking the highs and back testing those levels as support, you're going to be starting to enter a very nice uptrend over here. But like I said, I do expect another pullback on Bitcoin before we start moving up eventually, because a lot of people are getting super bullish right now, and they're going to open a lot of long positions. So we just liquidated around about 100 million short positions, I want to say. So now people are going to start opening up long positions, and once we dump, we're going to liquidate all of those positions as well. So that way we liquidate both the short and the long positions, and maybe then we can start the uptrend and we can start getting out of the woods. But as of now, I'm not super bullish. This move above 40K still doesn't mean anything to me. So that is pretty much it, guys. If I missed out anything on the charts, please let me know down below in the comment section. Feel free to join the Telegram chat and the Discord server. You can ask questions in there, and you're gonna get your answers pretty fast, because there's a lot of people in there who are willing to help all the newcomers. As well, we do have a Patreon, which is a great way to support me and a great way to get a lot more extra content. So don't think of it as paying me necessarily. Think of it as supporting me and getting a lot of good things in return, because we do have low cap gem calls in there. There's around about 17 low cap gems, I want to say. We do have buy and sell alerts. We recently had a nice Polkadex, a buy alert and a sell alert afterwards with a 50% gains. We do have market sentiment analysis, your technical analysis requests, video requests, and all that type of stuff is in there. Feel free to check it out. Links are in the description. I'm going to catch you in the next one. Goodbye and good night.